Hey everyone, welcome to the Dev Call, February 21st, 2023. All right. So big things this week. I think this is the last full week before Eth Denver. So a lot of polishing up to do there. Continuing to just work on some implementations for people and got some good stuff to kind of go over. First thing, I think Tally and then Tim, who's not here. If you look, we have a new mimicry data spec request in the data specs. So the basics of it, they want to do like NFT market caps of like bundles. So like it'll be like the S&P 500 of NFT stuff. So, the top 50 pools or whatever. And they're going to define them. And then you would be able to say like, hey, I want that. There would be one that they would define. And then the next would be like, could they do like, hey, I want the market cap of the top 5 NFTs? And they're going to apparently show us how to get that. And we'll have to figure it out. So Tally, if you want to take a look today and give some comments, I think, yeah, it was a good chat with them though. They're looking to get it, I think by April is like when they want to go live, like mid-April. So as soon as we can get it, it's not like a rush, but we can try and push it up for them so they can test. I think it has to do a lot with the previous data specs was like, I believe it was just like one market cap for like one NFT pool, I guess you could say, or that was the whole thing, right?
There were two. There was one that was like a total adjusted market index, and then there was also the market cap. But yeah,
Yeah.
just one collection.
So I think it'll be that latter one, but just for 50 different market caps. So how to best do that without getting blacklisted by some API will be probably the difficult part. But I'm sure we can figure it out. So, okay. And then talked with ETH Amsterdam people this morning. That went well. Hopefully in May, get to go to Amsterdam. It's a political rally. They want it to be a political rally. So I'm allowed to just go off the wall. Political, which will be fun. Um, and then last night I talked with ZK Lend. They're a project on Starkware looking for additional oracles on Starknet. So it was good. Yeah, so they're a cool project. They're kind of like Aave compoundish thing. They have one oracle that's live over there now, which is like Empiric, which is, we won't talk bad about Empiric, but it's like there's basically just one oracle, and they know that they want at least a fallback oracle. So if we can, as soon as we can get over there, we could do it, but we have to rewrite all of our contracts in Cairo. You guys, you get it, yeah. So whoever wants to do that, let me know. Okay. Tally also wanted to ask: is the DVM up on Optimism yet?
Yeah, if Telliot added it, then you can add optimism as a yes.
All right.
But that's the goal.
We'll get it done.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Ryan, let's start with you.
Yeah, just going to be using this entire week to focus on ETH Denver prep, make sure that we've lifted every rock, covered every cranny, hit the ground running when we get there.
Cool. Dan?
Yeah, so I tried writing my first contract and still have a lot to learn, so I'll be asking you questions later.
Cool. Looking forward to it. Owen?
Hey, yeah, so the optimism and some other changes are not included in Telliot feeds yet. Tally, there's not a release of Telliot feeds yet. I just need to check one last thing. Our couple of our tests before merging that and then doing a release. And then the other thing I have to do today is make some progress on parody stuff. So. Should I hit up Frank to like reschedule, or are we just like gonna wait on him?
Or just ask him all your questions in the chat.
Yeah.
I know it's slightly annoying, but
No, I mean, I've been asking him some and he's like helpful, so.
he's pretty responsive, so yeah. Yeah, just ask him a ton of questions to make him reschedule if he doesn't want to type them all out. So Sally.
Working on the demo video for Eth Denver, and the auto disputer. I think that's it. Yeah.
And then you're out tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, I'm flying back to the States tomorrow.
Okay,
During
cool.
the work day, yeah.
Not expect you, but look forward to seeing you again. So Akram.
Working on wrapping up the Tellor for Cadena stuff I've been reporting on there. And I guess rendezvous with Owen about the Tellor feed so we can get it released today. That's it.
Super cool. Spuddy. Back to life.
Yeah. Yeah, I was out sick for a while. I'm getting back into it, trying to make the Telliots and the DVM work. We started reporting some data on optimism. USD, BTC USD are getting updated regularly. Keeping an eye on the auto pay contract for if anybody tips. I got a lot to do for Eth Denver too. Well, lots to do in general. The goal is to get the whole big to-do list done before.
It's gonna sound bad. Who needed optimism data?
That guy, look, that project that had the really cool logo.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, like the Byte Masons.
Byte Masons.
Yes,
Byte Masons.
yes.
Yes.
Byte
Byte
Masons.
Masons. Byte.
I almost say Bytes Mason, but I can't break that.
Good.
Byte
Yeah.
Masons.
We were talking to them a lot the day before we deployed and started doing the data, and there has not been a message since then.
Oh, I think they're like, we got the data. We don't need to talk to you guys
Yeah.
anymore. It's like,
It's on my to-do list to talk to them about like some communication stuff, and I'll
Yeah.
reach back out now that they have what they need for now.
yeah. For those watching the video, this is how it works. They like,
This is how projects will reach out. They really want some help getting the data feed going. When they tell us what data they want, that's awesome. And when they tell us how often they need it, that's even better. Sometimes we don't get those things.
and then you'll find out they're using us, and
Yeah.
you're like, cool.
Yeah.
Like they'll be like, oh, we'll be like, how's it work? Does this work for you guys? They'll be like, we've been live for a week. You're like, oh god.
Well, has anybody been updating the data that you need?
Yeah,
You
like
know?
we would have loved to help you out, but they seem okay with
Help
it.
us help you.
Right. Pure project. Help us help you.
These
They
guys
do have a delay, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I made sure they're,
That's clear.
since they're a liquidy fork, they're adding the delay, they're making sure they're using it properly. Something like that. Yeah.
They're going to be testing for a while.
They said testnet, so
testnet.
right. Testnet, guys.
It sounded like Optimism was their testnet. The way they were talking,
You're right.
which
it
is
is
weird. Like, I mean,
It's weird in and of
it's
itself.
cheap, but it is real money,
Right.
especially for TRB that like we're staking for reportings. So,
Anyway.
well, that I'm staking for reporting.
Cool. Mike, anything?
Yeah, pretty much the same thing as Ryan. There's a few things that we need to do for Eth Denver still. I believe today is the day we can announce our bounties finally. But it's not clear if they're going to do that, or I have to reach out to them to figure out where we can send people to look at those. And then we need to engage in the Euler Discord. We need to engage in the Euler Discord to get some engagement about that RFC, the request for comment that we published a couple weeks back. I think that's what they're looking for, and so we need to do that.
And Mike, do they know when they're going to announce like our schedules? I don't know when my presentation is.
I'll find out. I feel like I get the sense that they're in like cramming mode themselves as an organization. No offense if they're watching, but yeah, there's a lot of loose ends that I'm waiting for them to tie up for us. So you might just have to be spur of the moment. Luckily, it's something you could do in your sleep, but I'll let you know.
All right. Anything else, guys? Brendan?
For the video, we want to do it on Chiato, right? For
Yeah,
the demonstration. Okay. If whoever has verified a contract on Chiato, can you show me how to do it? I still haven't figured out how to do it myself.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Just stay on right after this. I'll help you.
sick.
Okay.
All right. Any questions?
Yeah. I guess let's start off with the softball. Maybe it's a softball, but someone was asking, when are we going to go on to Bitcoin Lightning?
Oh dear.
Does Bitcoin Lightning have smart contracts?
Was that a real question?
Yeah,
I mean,
I heard, and
I think it was a joke.
I don't think that they have.
Bitcoin Lightning is not a smart contract.
It's just
platform.
yeah.
It's just like a funny Bitcoin fork.
No Bitcoin Lightning. Sorry, guys.
all right. And then the other one was, we actually did have a developer reach out because they saw our bounties. So he was asking
They saw what bounties?
their Eth Denver bounties.
Where did they see them? I need to know this.
Yeah, well, we can ask him. Or he said he found the project from the Eth Denver bounty video. He's fascinated about the prospect of custom types for decentralized Oracle services, and found our data specs, new issues, new data request form. He was wondering if the custom types extended towards something like, and he provided a link.
Trusted execution environments. So this is the idea that like, could your reporters run trusted execution environments? These are like Intel SGX chips. Some oracles are playing around with them. What they are is they're basically these like hardware enclaves that you prove like they can prove that you called this API with and didn't tamper with the result and sent it on chain. And it's cool. The only problem is it's really hard to do like in a trustless way. Usually you would have to know like these are your reporters, they're running SGX chips, and you know, like you set them up. Some of the other pieces too, we don't like SGX chips because they've been shown to break a lot. So like I don't think trusted execution environments are that great. So long story short, no, we don't do that. We sort of rely more on the crypto economic security of it. Like if people are putting data on chain, they don't want to lose money, not they can't lie about what the data is. Our thing is they can lie, they're just going to lose money. So a little bit different of a scenario. I think that helps.
Cool. That was it.
All right. Well, thanks for showing up, everyone, and recording done.